Welcome back to the Mormon News Roundup. I'm your humble host, Steve A's, and that's talent on loan from Kolob. Today, we're counting down the top 10 shorts that have captivated our viewers and sparked the most conversation. These shorts are sorted by the number of views from least viewed to most viewed. From uncovering hidden truths and shocking cases to personal journeys and controversial discussions, these shorts cover it all. So stay tuned as we take you through the highlights of the Mormon News Roundup's most impactful content. Let's dive in. Number 10. In December of 2023, the Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes was sued for keeping his calendar private. In this short, we ruminate on the ethics of public figures' calendars and the importance of transparency in government.
Top story tonight, should you be able to see how elected officials spend their time on the clock working for the public?
A judge is weighing arguments this evening in KSL's public records fight here for Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes' work calendar.
KSL investigator Daniela Rivera reports on what happened today in court and when we'll know the judge's decision.
Good afternoon. Please be seated.
Attorneys representing Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes' office.
This case is not about secrecy, and it's not about keeping records from the public.
As an update to this short, Mr. Reyes lost his legal battle, and his calendar is now a matter of public record. Number 9. Join us as we explore beloved singer and popular ex-Mormon David Archuleta and his courageous journey of leaving Mormonism and finding his true self. Discover the challenges he faced and the freedom he gained along the way. This inspiring short sheds light on his compelling journey of personal growth and transformation. David Archuleta, for I believe the first time, has now joined you in the ex-Mormon community, and he did so in a very public way by posting a TikTok.
I'm an ex-Mormon. Of course, I'm experiencing things as an adult that most people experienced in junior high and high school. Of course, I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking alcohol. Of course, 1 cup of coffee makes my body freak out and gives me the jitters. Of course, I was a 30-year-old virgin. Of course, it feels freeing to be able to wear tank tops again. Of course, I felt naked not wearing garments for the first 6 months of not wearing them. Of course, I'm catching up on all the swear words like Of course, I'm going to write a song about how hard it is to walk away from your faith when you believed all your life that it was the absolute truth. That was the deciding factor of every decision you made. And it's called Hell Together. And it's coming out March 20th, by the way.
Oh, we're going to hell together.
So, John, it seems like you can really relate to David Archuleta's journey, at least in part. TikTok legend and YouTuber Mackenzie dives into the critical issues of inappropriate questions asked by LDS bishops and their impact on children. She highlights the importance of protecting children's rights within the church community. This eye-opening discussion calls for necessary changes to safeguard Mormon youth. I'm really fired up about this clip.
I mean, toxic femininity is not real. That's a made-up term. Literally means nothing. It's not real. The other thing is, it's not just women, it's children are being asked questions. They're being asked if they masturbate, and they're being told to trust their bishop. And because they're trusting their bishop, they don't know what the line is. So if the bishop does ask some more questions that they're not supposed to ask, like, do you masturbate? Oh, you do. How often? Oh, what is that? What does that feel like? Which people have been asked these questions by bishops. There's, what is it? protectldschildren.org, I think. So there's Floodlit and then protectldschildren.org. These things have happened, okay?
Number 7. In April 2024, the Mormon Church announced that its leaders will start pre-recording general conference talks due to the gerontocracy's advanced age and health concerns. This potential change aims to ensure the continuity and quality of their message. Now, what we didn't know at the time was that this announcement would pave the way for AI manipulation and even deep fakes in general conference talks. Amazing. We're going to come back to this time and time again. Let's see how old these guys are. It's crazy.
The prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints says some church leaders may pre-record their general conference talks or give them while sitting down. President Russell M. Nelson made that announcement on X today. He tied the announcement to his upcoming 100th birthday, saying he cherishes his long life serving the Lord, but also needs to take care of his body. Some people planning to go to conference this weekend tell us this doesn't change a thing for them.
Number 6, a shocking case. In 2024, an LDS stake president in Pennsylvania was charged with failure to report child sex abuse. This serious allegation rocked the local community and raised questions about accountability. After the local prosecutor brought the charges, the Mormon Church announced publicly that they would defend vigorously their ecclesiastical leader, though it's important to note that the charges were eventually dropped. That did not happen in this case, and this stake president is now facing a single charge of not reporting child sex abuse, and that's really surprising. I've not seen something like this before.
Yeah, this is a very big story. It's very rare. I agree with Janet. It will not be rare now that this has happened. And did have that question, what about the statute of limitations?
Number 5. Explore the Mormon Church's secret land empire, which spans an astonishing 678,000 acres across the United States. A significant portion of this land is in Florida and is used for raising cattle and growing citrus. Many are puzzled by the church's involvement in such vast for-profit agricultural endeavors. Join us as we delve into the reasons behind this surprising and secretive business venture.
Did you know which is the largest landowner in Florida? It's not a big corporation or a wealthy individual. It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, more commonly known as the Mormon Church. This religious organization has quietly amassed 678,000 acres of land, valued at nearly $16 billion across the United States.
Number 4, Sophronia reveals why Mormon unfavorability ratings are extremely high in The Secret Truth About Mormons, What You Didn't Know. She uncovers surprising facts that challenge common perceptions about the church. This eye-opening short sheds light on the complexities behind these ratings. Join us to learn the truth about what many don't know about Latter-day Saints. And their unfavorability rating is also the highest. So they have the least amount of people who like them and the most amount of people who dislike them. This is a really not a good poll for Mormons. Sophronia, how do you explain this?
Well, the Holy Ghost glow doesn't make you likable. It doesn't make you popular. It just doesn't. We're not supposed to be popular. That's the sign of the church being true.
Is this survey is a sign of the church's authenticity and truthfulness?
Yes, definitely. Because the gospel is true.
If you think about the 14 fundamentals of following the prophets, remember prophets were never supposed to be popular, and I guess members of the church they're not popular either.
No, because if they're following the prophet, you can't be popular. Yeah.
Do you think that President Nelson's Prize is going to raise up the likability? If we just get a couple more of these.
Definitely.
Join us in number 3 as Mackenzie breaks the mold in Why I Refuse to Wear Garments. In this candid discussion, she debunks common misconceptions about the supposed benefits of wearing the LDS holy underwear. Mackenzie shares her personal experiences and reasons for choosing not to wear them. This insightful conversation challenges traditional beliefs and opens up new perspectives in a taboo topic. Now, imagine being told to wear high heels every day of your life because someone said that God said to do it. Is that a good analogy or a bad one?
I wish I had tweeted that. That is so funny and so on point. No notes. Whoever this person is, I'm following them immediately. Literally, she put it very simply. It's perfect.
Yeah. Or how about this one? This was from Guy Incognito, who said, if people don't want to wear garments, they're just whiners. I mean, if she doesn't believe, why whine and bellyache about the garments and just say why you don't want to wear them? It's just annoying. See, especially women in particular, if they're not wearing their garments, they're just whiners. They're being selfish. And that's a typical take here that you get from judgmental individuals talking about people's underclothing. They're just whining because we know that garments lead to a lot of issues, especially for women, from mastitis to UTI to you name it. Number 2, in January of 2024, a Utah LDS congregation was poisoned by carbon monoxide. We discussed this incident in an associated full-length episode, especially the morality of the LDS Church's refusal to utilize carbon monoxide detectors inside of its chapels unless legally required to do so by law or code. In this particular instance, 50 people got sick, several of them quite severely, and in this short, we see the terrifying moment of a mother's panic as her daughter's life hangs in the balance.
And this meeting house was built a while ago. Marian Reed was attending service here with her family when her 4-year-old daughter was suddenly ill.
Her face started going pale and she started looking dizzy.
She took her daughter outside.
I looked down and she was just pale, blue lips. It didn't look like she was breathing.
Marianne called 911, and thankfully, once they were at the hospital,
she was totally fine, completely came back.
Still, it was really scary.
I honestly thought I'd lost my daughter there for a second.
She says she just doesn't want this to happen again.
And this is what you've been waiting, folks. The #1 most viewed short in Mormon News Roundup history is Controversial Conversations Exposing the Dark Secrets of Bishop Office Sessions. This short was cut from the Mormon and ex-Mormon Jubilee debate, and in this clip, we hear Mormon Stories podcasting legend John DeLynn talk about the potentially harmful practice of LDS bishops interrogating young girls on their personal sexual proclivities during private confessionals.
Try sitting in front of a male bishop and talking about your sins of masturbating, your sexual experience with yourself in your room privately, and feeling guilty and feeling dirty and feeling shameful about your own sexuality.
Do you think a 40-year-old plumber bishop should be asking a 13-year-old girl alone in a closed door, one-on-one, where she touches herself, when she touches herself? Because people close to me in my life have been in the bishop's office alone with the bishop while the bishop is grilling them about where they touch themselves, when they touch themselves, and how they touch themselves. Is that a serious thing to you?
Okay, if what happened in this dark room, the nefarious man was saying, where hast thou touched
I'm telling you it
thyself?
happened to someone very close to me. I'm telling you it happened to someone.
And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey through the top 10 Mormon News Roundup shorts of all time. We hope you've enjoyed these compelling stories and gained new insights into LDS culture. Let me know your favorite Mormon News Roundup short by dropping me a comment. Every single one of these shorts came from a longer form content, so be sure to join us every Sunday and Monday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more LDS news. Remember, your engagement helps us bring you the news and stories that matter most. So if you haven't already hit that like button, please do so. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest content. If you feel like you can support this podcast, then come on over to our Patreon site for exclusive content and early access to everything. We'll see you next time on the Mormon News Roundup. Always think celestial, and remember, no unhallowed hand can stop this podcast from progressing.
When it comes to nicknames of the church, such as LDS Church, the Mormon Church, to remove the Lord's name from the Lord's church is a major victory for Satan.
Satan.